Richard Craighead, owner of Inclusive Arts Movement York, also president of NAACP York chapter, president of the Community Advisory Board. The bigger thing that is more important is my father of 2 sons, local here to York community. I hate the word in that term, community leader, more so just active in the community. Jay-Z had said, he said, I walk into every meeting as myself, so I never have to question what I say. So my cultural identity is the biggest thing is just being myself at all times. I think for me with my kids, that's always the biggest thing is highlighting them being themselves, but them speaking up, them understanding that they are 2 young Black men in a world that doesn't always celebrate young Black men. When issues come up, social issues, socially conscious issues come up, we talk about them, some at great length, some at just a sentence. After the domestic terrorist attack on the Capitol, I asked my son, how do you feel about this? And what do you think about what transpired? And literally his automatic first sentence back was, if they were Black, they would have killed his dad. And it was so profound because it's like, you understand, but what I also tell my son to do is make sure he stands on his 2 feet in every situation. Being that I am the president of NAACP, and it is a county-wide thing, but I tell people all the time, let's bubble. You bubble instead of just blow up. So the bubble starts from the middle, starts small. Downtown York is central location for York, PA, York City. What I hope to see from downtown York, from those that frequent downtown York, from the organizations, from the businesses, is a better connection, more inclusive connection with the people that have been disenfranchised, have been left out, have been unheard. So one of the goals that we have is to reach out to the communities and let them know a little bit more about the NAACP if they don't know, but then ask them, what they think the NAACP should do for them. Another big thing is connecting with organizations like Downtown Inc., like, YCEA, like any other organization we want to connect with and see how we can better connect and better serve the community, and whatever that may look like. For me, I think what the non-Black community can do to better embrace the community, the Black community that have been here, have not only been in York, but have been in America for just as long, if not longer, than the white community. What I think they can do is just be more conscious. And that goes into researching on their own. That goes into having conversations, building relationships, but not forgetting what Black people have done. I think that's the bigger thing. I think too many times we have seen instances where white people, other people of different ethnicities, have this sense of entitlement, but they remove what Black people have done for the country as a whole. People that have inspired me and I've looked up to in whatever form that is, locally, I could initially start off with that just being my dad. My dad was in my life, as well as my mom, 2-parent household. They instilled great values in us. Other than that, Mr. Simpson from Christmas Acts, I'm a CA kid. I look toward Jamil Alexander, just his rise, and just me seeing him when I was younger and then where he's at now. Miss Ophelia has been one of my mentors for the past 4 or 5 years, ever since we started Inclusive Arts. I think the biggest thing that I hope for Black History Month is that we transition to celebrating Black History Month as a yearly, daily, consciously reminded thing. Whenever we conduct business, friendships, whenever our organizations are meeting. So I more so hope that Black History Month turns into just a recognition of Black excellence, Black togetherness, Black inclusivity, Black equity, whatever that may look like, but just on a larger scale for 12 months out the year.